Video I'm going to show you how to create this plugin from scratch. So this is a second plugin. You can see on the appearance tab we have a widget. So in the widget we can add our plugin. So it's a widget plugin. So this is a plugin which we have created. I'm dragging it and placing it, and if I wish to edit the field of it, you can do it. I'm adding my channel name on all the social links, and let me make the height as 100, sorry, size as 100. So if I refresh, the link should be updated and the icon size has been increased. To follow along, I have left the source code in the description. So within half an hour, we will complete this whole project, whole plugin. Don't worry about that. Fine. Now let's get into the project. This is our first plugin project which we have created on while creating the first project. It's the second plugin. The first thing what we are going to do is we are going to show our plugin on the plugin page. For that, we need to create the folder structure. This is the first plugin. uh, Facebook link is the first plugin and social link is the second plugin which we are going to create it right now. So our current project is first underscore plugin. So let's get into the dashboard. On the dashboard we have plugins. At present there is only one plugin which we have created while creating the first plugin. Now let's create the second plugin. Create a folder, and that folder will be the name of your plugin, and inside that we need to create an index file. You can create index file, or you can create the name of the folder to this file. So this file will have the information about the plugin, and that information you will display it on the plugin page of the WordPress dashboard. And we need to create some folder, JS, CSS and include folder, which we have already created in the first plugin project. Fine. Social links is our current project now, and here we need to give the information about the plugin name, description and version and author, which I have already discussed in the first plugin project. So once you save, you should see the plugin on the dashboard of WordPress. Now let's create the CSS file, style.css, and for JS file, it's not showing up. Yeah, it's there. Let me give it name main.js. We need to include this file to the plugin index file. So for that I'm going to create another file. We'll call it as folder name hyphen scripts.php. So what it will do is it will append the style sheet and the script tag. We have to make available of the file which we have created. So in this file we will load the style and JavaScript, and that will by default load when the plugin loads, which we have already covered in the previous lecture. Don't worry about that. Now if you see, we have our plugin activated. Let's add a style and JS so that it loads on the home page. It's very simple. We have a hook called wp underscore nq underscore styles. So if you see on the home page, you will not find the plugin related style sheet and JS. So to access it, we need to add this file. It's a function that will be called when the hook is initialized. This is a folder location of the plugin, and the temporary name is sl underscore main dot main hyphen style main hyphen script. So if I refresh, I should see the plugin related style sheet and JavaScript appended because we have used the hook and it's there. So just to check whether it is loading properly or not, let's insert some text on the JavaScript and CSS file, and if I click on it, I should see the text which I have entered using the text editor. I'm from JS and I'm from CSS, and that's working fine. Now the next thing, we need to show our widget in our widget page like this one. So this is a demo project, I'm just showing you for the demonstration purpose. So we need to show this, and you can see the backend form. We need to append the form, and on the front I need to show the front end view. Fine. Now let's get into our project. You can see on the front end it shows front end view, and on the form section it says backend form. So let us make the widget available on the widget page. So let's get into our current project. Inside the widget we should not see anything. If you wish to search, you can search it. Social, it is not there because we have not created it yet. So to create it, get into the include folder, and in the include folder we need to create another file, and that file will be a class file. Folder name hyphen class.php is the name I'm going to give. So WordPress give you a class if you wish to create widget plugin. You can copy and paste the class from the codex, WordPress codex, or I will show you a blog which gives the perfect example or perfect explanation. So before that, let me include the class file on the index file of plugin. So this is a blog. I'll leave the link in the description. So let's copy the class. Let me rename the class name, and we need to include this class name, or you say you need to register this class name on the plugin index file with the hook. So when the widget init runs, we want the function or the class to be loaded. So the class name we need to pass on the register widget. Please note the class name should pass inside the register underscore widget function, and the function name is anything you can give. So by this way you should see, or if you reload you should see the plugin. Now it will not show you until you write the construct. The constructor function simply gives extra information about the widget, the name of the widget here, the first parameter the name of the widget, and the second parameter the description about the widget. If you see that, if you anytime see text underscore domain, it's because of the translation of the word from English to any other specific word. You can ignore it. And for the backend, this function is this function is for the backend, and for the front end this is for the front end. These two functions are responsible to implement the backend and the front end. So if I refresh, I should see the name and description which I have entered on the constructor over here. And once, and as I said, let me drag it. You should see the backend view. It isn't backend form. It is not showing up. Let me refresh. You can see backend form is there, and on the front end you should see front end view. So the form and widget is responsible for displaying the form and the front end view. Now what we need to show is we need to show the default value of this field, and also we need to create this field. Ignore the title, ignore the label Facebook link on every input field. So these are the label we need to create, and these are the input field we need to create. So let's get into our project. This is the demo project which I have shown you. We need to create this file on the form function. We need to create this input field on the form function, and along with that we need to pass the default value if the form is blank. So this is our project. Let me get into the widget. As we know, we simply have the backend form simple text. We need to replace it with our HTML. If there is no value, we need to have the default value. Likewise, we need to do some more time. Let me copy paste it. Let me forward it. Finally, the icon size. It's simply the number. We don't have to pass it into a string. Once we set a default value, now it's time for the form field to show up. And in the same block, we have the input field also. We just need a text field. So let me copy that and paste it over here. And here the name, the variable name is Facebook underscore link. Likewise, I need to copy some more time. And I need to rename it. So as I said, the text domain is simply for the translation. If you wish to remove, you can remove it. I am removing it. We can see we have created the first field and it is getting the default value if it is blank. Fine. Now likewise, let me copy paste some more time. Yes, I have created it everything. So if I type anything and click on save, let's see what happens. And it is getting saved. And if I refresh it, the data is still there. This is what we are going to see in this section. And now we would be working on the update function of the class. So we need to find the update function. It's over here. At present, if I type something, it will not save. This is the situation of our current project. So it is because of this function we have not implemented it. So by writing this, if it is not empty, then insert the value which is already there. And now after implementing the update function, we should able to save what we have inserted. If I refresh, it should stay. Yes, it is staying. It is because of the update function. Once we have done the update function, now it's time for the these field should get implemented on the front page. So on the front page it is nothing. It is because this is coming from the widget function. So again we need to create this HTML on the function which I have shown you right now. The function name was widget. So this HTML, this is the demo project. Let me get into our current project. I'm going to get the font awesome icon. So let me get into the W3 school. We'll get the CDN, and we know we have created a file called CSS on a folder. I'm going to copy this and paste it on my CSS folder. We have a file called style.css. Just paste it, and this style will be loaded when your plugin is activated. Now simply we just need to pass the HTML. We have retrieved the value from the update, and we are just passing it. And w underscore icon is a class which I have created. Now if you see, the value is there. Let's style the w underscore icon. For temporary, I'm just getting into the style.css of the theme folder, which is our current theme. This is not the right way. I'll show you the right way in the coming videos. For just temporary use, we'll use the theme folder style sheet, and we'll give our desired style. This style can also be given to the style sheet which we have created while creating the plugin, but the thing is, it will get override. And now that is working and is also getting redirected. Now the only thing is, we just need to add the icon size, and the URL is working fine. We need to add the icon size. That's it. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening. If I change it to another name, and that would work. To follow you, if you forgot, I have left the source code in the description. That's all for this video.